Warning. Viewing or listening to this show is at your own risk. You have no one to blame but yourself. Side effects may include, but may not be limited to the following. Urge to become a Patreon and support the show. Anal leakage, sensations of critical thinking in the brain, excessive drinking, uncontrollable laughter, drooling, rash, face palming, sexual excitement, uncontrollable utterances of the words what the fuck, an urge to pee and poop, temporary increase in width and girth, urges to punch your screen, carpal tunnel syndrome from excessive typing, destruction of mice, keyboards and laptops, and PCs, reduced sanity, increased sanity, excessive warm and fuzzy feelings, excessive learning, urge to get naked and party, insomnia, chills, constipation, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, heart palpitations, seizures, elevated blood pressure, panic attack, dizziness, overly sensitive nipples, stomach bleeding, ulcers, tinnitus, kidney damage, serious heart problems, increased sweating, stomach pain, convulsions, digestive tract infection, partial immunity to stupid, severe liver damage, increased risk of stroke, anxiety, heart problems, glaucoma, liver dysfunction, slurred speech, fainting, shortness of breath, irregular heart rate, stroke, chronic abdominal pain, or psychoses and feeling of well-being and purpose. Might also cure transphobia, homophobia, and any other phobia you might be prone to. Delicious Danish and the Tmi Show producers, hosts, guests, and or assignees assume no responsibility for physical or mental harm caused to the consumers or damage to personal computer equipment of this dumb fuckery content. No flat earthers, peddlers of pseudoscientific woo, purple dildos, or fluffy cute animals were harmed during the making of this content. That's right, bitches. I said purple dildos.
Motherfuckers.
And already revoked Amiga. Okay. My fault. Sorry.
Wait. Was he ever fixed? Come on. He's been broken from day one.
You're right.
Oh.
Well, hi, people.
Hey, everybody. It's June 30th, 2022.
Yeah, I know. I got them. Well, no, that it's June 30th.
And it's 8:03.
Yep.
Unless you're in Australia.
Time.
Unless you're in
Yeah,
Australia.
then it's already Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, Ox got censored? Okay.
Ox.
Good. Hashtag censor Ox.
Hey, Ox.
Yeah.
Hi, Ox.
Hello.
Ox.
And yes, I did laugh at anal leakage. Sorry.
Good.
And then you didn't stop laughing.
Hey, Ox. Ox changed his icon again. Ox, what are you gonna? What are you doing, Ox?
Hey, Ox, I changed my icon.
He changed his icon.
Ooh, you have a sexy icon now.
Smaxy.
Yeah, I'm wearing nothing but red sneakers.
I should have done
Somebody's
this.
imagining something.
I want to go have a cigarette. It should take me no more than a few minutes, and then I'll be right back. And then we could. I set up a wheel. We could do that, and I set up a couple other things that we could talk about. But
what do you want to talk about, Sam?
well, I'd like to address what happened with the recent U.S. court, Supreme Court decisions. The ones, especially the Roe versus Wade. I'd just like to make a little commentary on that. That's something that I've noticed about what's going on. But I just want to go have a cigarette, and then I'll come back. And then
Are we talking about the abortion law?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I just have a little commentary on that I think is important. That isn't being addressed fully or even addressed at all that I've noticed. But yeah, I just want to go have a smoke, and then I'll be right.
Okay.
I mean, what did they expect with all those Catholics on that court?
Well, I would guess that they would want the little girls to have abortions so they don't have responsibilities afterwards. Oh wait, what?
Well,
Oh no, that was little boys, wasn't it?
well, I get why they wanna change it.
They just
What?
want to go back to the Stone
Well,
Age.
especially down south. No offense to anybody, but
You've been down there. You know.
people down there tend to use the abortion as kind of
Birth control.
a birth control. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that. They're just not addressing the problem. Get fucking sex education into the schools. No,
yes,
nobody should talk to my kid about
exactly. And I
procreation.
and I
No-
get that women who have been raped should get an abortion if they don't want to keep the baby.
Even if your condom breaks, forgot them. Like
What
I
the
don't know
hell
how
is a
many I
condom?
used
Oh,
in the last 2 weeks, but I hope none of them broke.
now I need sexication.
Sexification.
What the hell is a condom?
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you got like an 18-year-old girlfriend, you kind of need them, you know?
Oh, okay. Well, good thing I haven't gotten an 18-year-old
No.
girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I wouldn't need a condom.
she's off visiting her parents.
She went back home?
No, she's
No?
visiting her parents.
Oh.
We redefined the meaning of home.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm at her home, and now it's saving up money and
Did
getting
she
her back
move
here
in?
and move her stuff, and then she's gonna want to go to college here. Or university.
Congratulations!
So yeah, and like her friend is gonna help her with getting into a college, arranging that because she's already studying over here. Well, she's also Dutch, but like, and she want to help her learn the language a bit. So, and like, yeah, and it's a nice that's also a very nice young lady that we met up with. But man,
Oh,
and let me tell you this. They had matching outfits.
yeah, you said that.
What are you saying? You
was-
couldn't tell them apart?
I could tell them apart, but
They
damn,
were
both
damn
gorgeous.
hot.
Both gorgeous. And you know what the fun part is?
Did I say
I can
that
just
out loud?
say that with her around. Like she was in line at the airport,
Hi.
and I was like, "Oh," because the lines go back and forth, like to because it was a very big line. I was like, "Oh, when you walk back,
Yeah.
you should pay attention," because there wasn't a pretty lady in the line. She also likes pretty ladies, so we can just talk about that.
Oh, both of you were talking about pretty ladies, huh?
Yes, and she does not get jealous about that. It's just like, oh, look over there. What?
I
Oh, yes,
talk
that's
about
pretty.
pretty ladies.
That's.
I got checked out by a soccer mom. Oh, I told you about that, didn't I?
You got checked out by a soccer mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just because I was sitting on the back of a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Not
yeah.
at the moment, but
She was
Yeah.
checking out the motorcycle.
no.
No, she was checking out Linda.
That's my witness.
Nice. Yeah, like he
Yeah.
wouldn't lie for you. Good witness that
No.
is.
No
He
need
can't
to lie.
lie. He's a terrible liar.
Yeah. I suck at lying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know you do, Tia. I check you out daily.
I was looking for my TMI shirt. I couldn't
Oh.
find it.
I got my jersey shirt.
Jersey. She's a Jersey girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had
yeah,
such.
but like if I drop out, then it's or I get called in for work because I'm on call, or the girlfriend landed and she's calling me. So just so you know.
All right.
okay.
I had a real bad few weeks. Real bad.
What happened?
Well, my doctor, my primary care physician, turned up missing.
What?
Missing.
Yeah. And so they stopped my medication. They wouldn't renew my medication that I've been taking every day for the past 5 years. They decided not to renew my prescriptions. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Right?
No, it's not my own dog. I'm dog sitting.
Oh, look,
I'm dog sitting.
dog's a pervert.
Don't sit on a dog.
Mm.
Oh, what a cutie!
So I couldn't get my medication, right? Okay. Then my back decides it's going to
Okay.
the bones in my back are going to shift. So now I can't walk. Then the refrigerator breaks. So now we have to take all of our stuff out of the refrigerator and put it all in coolers.
Oh no.
So I'm sitting here. I can't walk. I can't get my medication. My food's all stuck in a cooler, soaking wet in ice. And I'm having a great week, everybody.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
But just because the doctor disappears, you don't get your medication.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's
They
like
This is our healthcare system.
Yeah.
like I
But-
would guess like in his paper somewhere it says like you need that medication. Like
Yeah. It's
there's
narcotics.
got to be like a doctor that is taking over for him.
It's not narcotics. These are medications I have to take for the rest of my life. So anyway, everything has been resolved. So I'm okay. I just the things
Did they find him?
I got my medication, and I was lied to and told I would not be able to get my medication until I saw a doctor.
Okay. Hey, winners! That's a long time.
Guess what? What do you see here?
No.
Medication,
Medication.
right? Yeah, and I didn't see any doctor.
Hello, orb.
It's
Oh, the orb
medication
is
time.
here.
It's medication time.
Yay.
Oh, I include
What?
I include Granddaddy Kush in that medication.
So, but I'm glad everything is resolved. Our refrigerator seems to be working now. We had it serviced. I got my medication, and my back is a little better. I've been able to sleep and rest, and I used a heating pad, so now I'm a little better. Everything is back where it should be for now. So,
Oh,
But good.
That's
Wait,
gross
winners, who are you? Who are you talking about? Who's Oxorb? Who's Oxorb? Who's that? Never heard of that person.
I'm getting licked
He licked- he's a-
Oh,
on my leg.
oh!
oh!
I thought like, wait,
I was like, what? I'm not dead. What?
does it mean I have that long of a tongue?
he's a
But
licker.
I don't know. So
Is it a male or female dog?
It's a male.
Oh, he's a licker. Look out.
Yeah.
Be careful
Oh,
of what
my.
you say, Winters.
He's a young dog.
Winners.
Hi,
fucking
winners.
I need people around me.
Hi, Ox.
I just dropped my girl off at Schiphol, so yeah. Not doing the best, but you guys, I had my comfort food. I got my comfort people around me, so
She'll be back.
hell,
Okay.
fucking yes, you'll be back.
Yeah.
When?
When?
Who?
We don't know.
Ox
We've-
Orb?
Like
Oh, it's
even a
it's
ticket is
probably
quite
the same
expensive.
as for me. Like 90 days there, 90 days here, 90 days there, 90 days here.
No, well,
Yeah,
she like
but
the
when you
coming
don't
years, she's not gonna
have
be
a
doing that.
permit thing.
But like next the next year, she wants to go to a university here, so she got a year to figure that out to get that, and like in a year
What?
we're most definitely gonna have enough money for her to come here and to ship all her stuff here, all
Mhm.
her collectible dolls. So that
Yeah.
also has to be done properly. So
Without a green card, you're only allowed to stay in a country 180 days a year.
Hmm.
yeah, like yeah, so yeah, that's and because like she wants to go study here, I think that's the easiest way for her to get into the country
Hmm.
at first. So yeah.
I just wanted to be September already.
Yeah.
September.
Yeah,
September.
September.
Well, on a serious note, I'd like to make a
Okay.
commentary on the recent Roe versus Wade Supreme Court
Shit.
decision that was handed down a few days ago here in the
Supreme
U.S.
Court mistake, you mean, asshole?
Well, whatever it is, I'm not commentating on whether it's a mistake or not because I'm not educated enough to make that assessment. But what I see is that a recent poll has said that there are 80s about 81%. The U.S. is about 81% Christian, according to this poll. It may be a little less, maybe a little more, but the fact still remain that the majority of the U.S. is Christian, right? They believe in this Christian theology, right? So if any law is passed or redacted, it's gonna affect the majority of the people who are in the country, and that's just the way statistics are. So if they limit anyone's choices, that means the majority is going to be impacted most by these decisions. So I just like to say that this I don't hear many people talking about the effects this will have on Christian women seeking abortions,
Hmm.
because since the majority of the people in this country are Christian, that would it logically follow that the majority of women seeking abortions would be Christian. So this is going to affect them more than any other demographic within the country. So that is not being addressed. As far as I can tell, no one's talking about that
No, but
dynamic. So
what I think also is like it's not the Christians that want this. It's a subgroup of the Christians that want it this way. And that's the problem, because and that's like the where the money is and shit. And you know what? If that daughter gets pregnant, they'll get it. They have the ability to go to a different state
yeah,
because they got money. They can go to a different state. But the people with a lower income, if you
yeah,
got no if you got no money, you, your condom breaks.
yep.
Then you're fucked because you don't have the money to go to a state where you can get an abortion legally.
That
You know?
means that the minority of the minor not the minority within Christianity are also going to be affected adversely, because
Yep.
they don't have the money to get the abortions. They don't have the means. So even that demographic isn't being discussed. That's
No,
the largest demographic is the Christians, and they are regardless of how much money they make and what
Work's
their
calling.
economic status is and whether they're poor, rich, or whatever, they are the ones who are going to be impacted most by this decision. Now, is this being discussed? I don't hear it being talked about. It's just a fact of statistics, and you could look it up. That's all I wanted to say about this, because I want people to understand who's going to be most impacted by these decisions. And if you don't think that that's a fact, all you have to do is look it up. All you have to do. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. I just wanted to let that out. Oh, and I have one more thing to say. This is a quote from Rod Sterling. Does anyone know Rod Sterling? Rod Sterling? Yeah, who's Rod Sterling?
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, he's the narrator, right?
Yep.
For Twilight Zone?
Yep.
Right? So what he said is, let me get it up here. It's called, the quote is named, it's called The Obsolete Man. Has anyone heard of that quote?
Say that again.
The Obsolete Man.
The Obsolete Man.
Yeah, it's a famous quote by Rod Sterling. And this is how it goes. Any state, any entity, any ideology that fails to recognize the worth, dignity, and rights of humanity, that state is obsolete. It has one iron rule. Logic is the enemy and truth is a menace. Remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that. Because this quote this quote is from many years ago, the 50s. And this is speaks about what we're going through today. So think about that, people. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, well, they want to do away with everything that's tied to what's called an unenumerated right. So, for instance, something that's not specifically written, word by word in the Constitution, right, or in the Bill of Rights, right? So, the main thing is that the Supreme Court is going to be says they want to look over all of those cases, some of them going back over 100 years, and redeciding them. In other words, the court used to rely on precedents, okay? And they're basically saying, precedents, we don't know what that means. Like, go away. Don't bother us. We're redeciding stuff going back over 100 years. And the main thing is, right, that they're looking to strike down is the unenumerated right of privacy in the United States.
Yeah.
They want it to be legal for people to be spied on.
Well,
In other words, have no privacy. Right. So we get the right of privacy through a couple of amendments, like the Fifth Amendment, right? There's certain things in there about privacy, right? And then there's one or two other amendments that mention privacy, and they've based all of these decisions going back over 100 years, right? They based some a large amount, some a little less, but they were contributing factors to Roe v. Wade, right? And the thing is the right to privacy.
that's a Fourth Amendment? I'm not sure.
This is fourth, fifth. I know there's some in the fifth, right? That you're to be secure in your papers, belongings, and whatever, within your own home.
Yeah, that's the Fourth Amendment. That's unreasonable searches and seizures and
Right.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Right.
that's the Fourth Amendment.
And then there's actually another clause that relies on privacy to be thought of as a concept. So but the thing is, they're coming after. They want to be able to go for people to come into court, and anybody who even makes a claim at all about privacy, they'll be able to say, you're wrong, you lose on that point because you don't have the right to privacy in this country. That's what they want to do.
Of course,
Well,
you got the right to privacy.
I believe
We
I
we
believe
have a right to privacy, but it was never enumerated. In other words, put into and really specifically said privacy, right? The right to privacy. They never put that into the Constitution or the Bill of Rights,
Hmm.
right?
well, it's implied.
It's implied. That's it. It's implied, right? When you look at all the different amendments, right? A bunch of them don't make any sense unless they involve privacy. So basically, you know how the big how your data is free for sale in the United States completely.
Yep. And
Sure.
how everything you post on Facebook automatically becomes property of Facebook.
Yeah,
Well, those are private entities.
yeah, but in a
But still,
court of law, right? Let's say someone, I don't know. Now I can't think of anything. Blank. My mind is going blank.
Well, that's okay.
Facebook. Somebody, you post a picture, right? And then it's like you want to take it down, but Facebook can still sell it
Yep.
Yeah.
because once it was posted under their terms of service, it became their property.
Well,
They
that
they want to explicitly write that rules for all of business,
Yeah, but like
that they can
one,
collect data on you regardless of how you feel about it. In other
yeah, like,
words, they want to
but
strip away privacy
yeah, but
completely.
with that, like one thing is kind of stupid. Like if I've got a photo that I've got copywritten and I put it on my own personal webpage, and somebody rips it and puts it on Facebook, is that picture then property of Facebook?
yeah. Hmm.
No.
It sure is. That's a private entity. I run a website, Give Chat,
Yeah.
in the bylines on under what anything you post, any image, anything you post is property of GIMP Chat. Anything.
Yeah. But like if I post a photo on my own personal website and somebody else takes it off of my website and puts it on Facebook without me knowing,
Well, that
that's quite a tricky one.
it
Uh, uh,
depends.
Ox, uh, they are going to be looking at things like women's voting rights.
That's the next step they're going to take.
Oh, of course.
Well, I
And
don't think they.
I just hope during this whole thing the Pope just keeps his freaking mouth shut. All right, because the ultimate authority, according to
Them over
Christians, is well,
Catholics,
according to Catholics,
Roman Catholics,
yes,
Roman Catholics.
yes, according to Roman Catholics, the Pope is like
The end of,
well,
yeah.
the end of it. Whatever the Pope says, because the Pope has a direct line to a God, right? And only the Pope interprets what the God says. Then,
Yeah, with
yeah,
that, it's quite funny because like different popes over time have said different things contradicting each other. Oh wait, that's the whole book. Sorry.
Well, Ox.
Oh, Ox.
Yeah, I'm going to read that because I feel the same way. Ox. He says for the first time in 58 years, even being native, I said that I was ashamed to be called an American. Now
Yeah.
I've served this country, and
Ox. I got to say this. I have to say this. Ox. They're even going to be looking at a case that was just decided a couple of years ago over the jurisdiction of who has jurisdiction if a crime is suspected. And there was a case, I don't know the name of it, but it said that on tribal lands, right, it's the tribal police,
Yeah.
right? And now they're looking to overturn that.
Oh,
And in
they'll
other words,
not get away with that.
so that federal agents, right, can go, or even local police, right, can go onto Indian lands.
well,
Well, they can go there, but they'll probably not return.
well,
Yeah.
from what I can see, I think America is all it's Native American land.
Yeah, it's all tribal land.
So it's
That's
all
true.
tribal.
Yeah,
But
I agree on that. But
it doesn't belong to America.
doesn't belong to the white American.
I'm in the land of let's see. There's an Indian tribe. I don't know if they're called Ronkonkomans.
What? Algonquin?
No,
Not Mohawk?
no,
Algonquin?
no. We have names like the Nissaquag
Right.
and I think they're called the Ronkonkomans.
Isn't that in Canada?
No, it's not Algonquins.
That's in Canada,
It's
right?
a different tribe. This is a totally different tribe here on Long Island. There's the Shinnecock, and there's a bunch of tribal lands here on Long Island. They're not big, but
Yeah. Well, I've like Ox said, he's ashamed. I'm ashamed sometimes to claim my service, and I went and joined the military to help fight. I took an oath to the Constitution to protect everyone's freedom to worship whatever the hell they like, and for people to have bodily autonomy and freedoms, and per the Constitution, I was willing to put my life on the line for that shit, And now I feel like I wasted my efforts.
Geo, they've abused you.
Well, I don't feel that way.
Well, maybe back then it wasn't that much, but what, if you're a soldier now, you're just a pawn in destroying other countries.
Yeah, but I'm all for people's rights and for people to believe what they want to believe. That's your human right.
Yep.
And I'll fight for that. I'll fight for your right to believe whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's what this country is all about. Even
As
if
long
I
as
don't
you
agree.
do not impair others in that.
Well, I fought for your right to worship what you would like. That doesn't mean you have the right to shove it down my throat or make me believe what you believe. That's different.
Yeah.
I didn't fight for that.
Very nice people.
I didn't
that call
fight.
that I just had. I just changed. I gotta go help a customer. And there's also a thunderstorm, so I hope there's not gonna be more. But yeah, I'll probably pop back in if I'm back before you guys end.
All right.
Because one subject on the wheel, despite if it comes up or not, I want to address it.
Okay.
Yeah, Geo asked me for it, so I prepared for that.
Well, I
Wait,
mentioned
wait,
it to,
what?
I mentioned it to all the people, all the hosts and co-hosts and stuff, so at least they're aware. And if
Aware of what?
you don't have to.
Yeah, you're aware of nothing.
Don't worry about
yeah.
it. I mean,
But yeah, there's a customer waiting, so
all right.
I'm out.
So,
Take care.
see you later.
The initial
Possibly.
clock. Cut.
Do you
Oh,
want
cut. Oh, that's what it is. That's that. Can't see. Initial clock.
Do you want me to go through the other stuff I had prepared
Mess.
before we do the wheel?
Pawn.
All right.
Okay.
And
the Montauk's.
I looked up birthdays today, June 30th. I came up with one birthday that everyone would recognize. So today is Mike Tyson's birthday. He'll be 55 years old today, Mike Tyson. So
Wow. I thought he was older.
So that's just an age.
he was born. He was
How
born
about
in
his mental? How about his mental capacity? 12. I'll give him a 12. Maybe 11.
Yeah. Is that a 0? Well, I think it's close to 0.
Yeah.
But it's his birthday. It's Mike Tyson's birthday. There's a lot of other people's birthdays I looked up, but I couldn't recognize any of them, so I figured, why should I bring them up? But so it's June, right? It's the end of June.
Yeah,
July's
the last
coming.
day
It's the last day
of June.
of June.
Right. Goodness.
That means September is closer.
Yep.
And they say June is most likely named after the goddess Juno, which is the patron goddess of marriage and childbirth.
Oh,
Right? The Greek goddess Juno.
okay.
That's possibly what June was named after. So, and does anyone know what the birthstones are for June?
Nope.
Anyone in the chat have any idea what the birthstone for June is?
Give him a bit. Give him time to.
The 5 people in the chat.
5 people. Anybody know what the birthstone might be for June? La la da 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 da. No, Google. Ox is Googling. I can tell.
Don't know. It depends.
It depends.
Oh, that's right. It could depend on.
Oh, Ox got one. It's actually the pearl is the main birthstone for June. The pearl.
Pearl.
Mhm.
Yes. And Alexandrite.
The hell does that look like?
I'm not sure. And the next one is moonstone. So Ox is.
I just got out of the frame. This is my birthstone.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know. I
What month
forgot.
is that?
December.
December. Oh, so that would be this. December birthstone is topaz.
Topaz.
Blue
Yeah,
topaz.
Yes.
blue topaz.
that's it.
Yeah. So the June birthstone, pearl, alexandrite, and moonstone.
Okay.
The pearl is the birthstone. It's the most commonly. The pearl is the most commonly associated with June. Although Alexandrite and the Moonstone are also considered birthstones for this month. So yeah, just so you know. And events, we're going to go through events. We'll go through the events. I picked out 4 events that everyone will recognize that happened today in history. And the first one is
Everyone?
everyone will recognize. Well, at least I think they will. Put it that way. Everyone knows what the Corvette is, right? The Corvette.
Yeah. Well, I do.
Yeah. Do you know what the Corvette is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Are you talking about the car or the ship?
Yes, the car.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, today in 1953, the first all fiberglass body American sports car, the Corvette, was produced on this day in 1953.
Nice.
Just so you know.
It was probably the Stingray.
And in Britain, everyone knows Britain, right? And the emergency service system in Britain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that? It's what?
That's the N something.
No, it's what do you dial?
You dial
Here in
999?
999.
999.
Yeah, in Great Britain, today, on this day, the first call for service to 999 was made on this day.
Oh.
Back in 1937. Just so you know.
Okay.
And in 1950, what happened in 1950? Is anyone in the United States? What happened in 1950?
I don't
On
know.
this
I
day.
was just a gleam in my pappy's eye.
Yeah. Well, you know what happened? President Harry S. Truman ordered U.S. troops to assist in defending South Korea from invasion from North Korea. And what war was that?
The Korean War.
That's right. And it started today, back in 1950, just so you know. And most people are familiar with Harry Potter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, do you know about Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone? That book?
Yeah.
I just remember the movie.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I haven't read the books, but I've seen the movies.
Right. In 1997, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was released in the UK on this date.
Oh.
But in the US, it was released as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. But it was only released until it wasn't released until 1998. So today was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was released back in the UK. So they changed the name. The US released it a year later and changed the name to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So there's 2 books out. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Both the same book, printed years apart, printed about 1 year apart. And that happened today, just so you know. Well, I guess I've gone through all the stuff that I wanted to say. So
does it say which number that book is in the?
It's the first book in the series.
The first
makes it better.
It's Jackie Rowling's first book in the series of Harry Potter.
Wow. Is it really that long ago? Holy.
Yeah, 19.
Now I feel old.
1997. So yeah. And
don't worry, babe. You still got it.
So we got the wheel set up. Let me share the wheel. And we'll start the wheel rolling. Roll it.
Keep them wheels a rolling.
Rawhide. It's going to be the TMI Q&A.
Q&A.
Yeah, kind of like a Q&A. I just came up with a bunch of questions that we can answer if we like.
Oh, that's right. You want me to get a dad joke. I don't have one. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, one of the questions
Ah.
on the wheel is tell a dad joke. So I asked everyone to have a dad joke prepared if they have one. Look at Ox. He's in there with the nips already.
I don't have one.
Here we go. It's all right.
Favorite item then?
It's supposed to say end.
Oh.
Then end now. Which means your favorite item back when you were younger or today. Do you guys have a favorite item or something that you really cherish? Or something that you have really cherished back in the day or today? I guess I have to explain that. Any item. Linda?
Any item.
Oh, we have this.
Your ring. That's your engagement ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's your favorite item right now?
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Well, in the past, let me tell you this story. I had this leather belt when I was a child. Scummer, ahoy!
Ahoy,
Ahoy.
Jeff.
I had this leather belt. I said when I was a kid, this belt was so beautiful and so nice. I loved it. I was going to save it for my. I was going to give it to one of my children. If I got, I was saving it to give it to somebody because I loved this belt so much. And one year I went camping and I lost the belt. And I was so upset. I says, I will never be able to replace that belt again. Isn't that kind of nutso? But that was one of my favorite items back then. A belt. Could you believe it? A belt. A leather belt.
Access. Mine is a hunting knife. My grandpa gave me.
A hunting knife.
Mm.
Nice.
Good fun. Yeah.
So let's see. One of my most items that I favor the most, other than that belt that I no longer favor. I think my bicycle. I have a lifelong passion for riding my bike. That is, it's just, I don't know. I can't get away from it. My bike is always there. It's always been part of my life. And it would be my life would be different if I didn't have a bicycle. If I didn't ride a bike, my life would have been completely different. So I have to say that's gotta be one of my most prized and favored possessions. And just so you know, another thing happened that fucked up my whole week is I have damage on my bicycle that the front stem I have to replace. It has cracks going through it. So now I have to replace that. And that part cost me about $300. So I'm looking at but my bicycle would be my most prized possession, I guess.
Well, not really a possession, but I'd have to say Linda. Yep.
Okay. I think that qualifies. And why not, right? I get it.
I mean, I I was thinking about, like I was into this, I was into that, and they all kind of like they're just not in the same ballpark.
Yeah, I get it. Oh,
But both then and now.
Celestia, yeah.
Aw.
Hers would be Sam, both then and now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
God.
can imagine, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
It is nice to get away from that Twitter. I really don't tweet much.
Now
'Cause
Ox is going all queen.
bicycle. Want to ride my bicycle.
Don't sing it. We might get.
Okay.
Yes, and I usually do ride it where I like. Yeah, and I never have trouble finding parking. So yeah,
Really?
love my
You-
bicycle.
You would think with the size of my ass, I would have more upholstery. I don't.
More.
Ow. This
That's
this
because
chair is not that comfortable. It's not my own.
it's because you have a very firm ass,
Mhm.
Ooh.
surprisingly firm.
Oh.
It's just like
Oh, am I flushing now?
Oh, the Church of. Yep, Gala says he ran into the church, the official Church of Satan. Yeah, those guys are. Yeah, it's all a joke anyway to them. So I don't know.
the official Church of Satan.
Yeah, it's all mockery, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
not. It's not. It's.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I'm sure some of them take it seriously.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
We got a nips from Stellaria. Here we go.
Yeah.
See what we get now. Ooh, what's your favorite part about travel? Which is something you guys recently did, huh?
yeah.
And a lot of it too.
Favorite part.
What's your favorite part? Do you have a favorite part?
There's a lot in there.
I know.
Mm,
Anything spring to mind? Anything pop out at you?
each other's company.
Yeah. It was just like, it's my best friend on a road trip.
Yeah.
Hmm. So I guess seeing people would be the best part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting to meet you.
Getting to meet me and me getting to see you guys for the first time. And what do they call that? LIR
In real life.
or IRL? IRL.
Well,
Yeah.
IRL. Yeah. Yeah, godless. I know. It's crazy. Depends on, yeah. Oh, my favorite part of travel would be,
Sweet. That's sweet.
let's see, what would be my favorite part of travel? I think the kind of like the uncertainty of things that
Yeah.
kind of give it, make it kind of like give it a mysteriousness, kind of like you really don't know what you're going to run into. So it's kind of like a surprise. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. Does that make any sense to anybody? What I just
Is it
said?
like you don't know where you're going, or
yeah. What do you?
yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's like what's on the next hill? It's like you're exploring. You don't know.
Oh,
You don't know what you're gonna meet up, but
Oh man,
you're
Well, we-
excited and anticipated to see what's over the next horizon. So you just
Eh.
go over that next horizon and you go, oh, look at that. Oh, and then you go, wow, that's beautiful. I didn't
remember
know.
when we were going from Nevada into Utah?
Oh
And you're
yeah.
going through that thing. It's like, where does the road go? You could see the road going off, and then it's just like mountains, right? And it's
Mhm.
like normally as you get closer and closer, you get to see where, does it go off to the left? Does it go off to the right? It's like, is there a tunnel in this freaking mountain or something? And I remember there was no tunnel. It was just like this real skinny, twisting canyon that
Mhm.
was like really steep and really close to the road.
Mhm.
And every time you went around a turn, you saw something new. Every single turn you went around, it was like just stuff opening up. It was just like, and it's like, I want to take pictures, but yeah, this camera isn't going to hold that many pictures.
But I guess that's what I was trying to explain. That
Yeah.
that kind of like mystery.
Awesome, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what's around the corner, right? Yeah, and then you get around the corner and you go, oh yes, right? Godless.
Not all
Or-
the time. We went through some places that were just like, oh my, this area is worse than the last street.
2 weeks in
It's just
Peru, Godless. 2 weeks in Peru, and he walked the Incan trails. Or trail. I think it's just one trail, right?
The Inca Trail.
Wow, I'd love to do that. Peru. Never been in South America. Never been.
Right, Ox? Right? It's like when you're on a motorcycle, it's just like you get complete view of everything. But even from inside the car, right?
Yeah.
When you make your partner do all the driving and you can just sit back and take in the sights, it's fantastic.
I volunteered.
Did Amiga force you to drive?
No.
You're driving and you're gonna like it.
He always asked me.
He asked. Well, a gentleman should always ask.
Funny, I don't consider myself a gentleman.
And yet you are.
See?
Yet I am, huh? Okay.
Mhm.
See? Oh, Ox wants to know how many coca leaves did Scummer eat? If any. You're not actually supposed to eat them. You're supposed to just keep them in your mouth, like, right? So you're not supposed to really swallow them,
No,
consume them in
No.
that way.
no.
So you're supposed to keep them like between your cheek and gum, kind of, right? That's why you see those guys that have like coca leaves stuffed on both sides and they look like chipmunks, like the big old cheeks.
Chew and
you-
spit.
Like you do with tobacco.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They put the leaves, they stuff the leaves in there, and then they just walk around with the big bulge in their cheek all day. Like tobacco. I've done that. I've done chewing tobacco. When I was in the service, I chewed tobacco. Red Man. Anyone know Red Man? Red Man chewing tobacco?
Nope.
That's some good stuff,
is,
man.
Is that from? What is it? Is that a
What?
Martian thing?
No, it's just chewing tobacco. It
Right.
comes in a pouch. It's called Red Man. It has a picture of an Indian on it, and the stuff is like
Oh.
it's juicy and rich, and it tastes like
So I don't know why my mind went off into science fiction land. I have no idea.
yeah.
I just you said Red Man. The first thing I thought of was the Mars series, Barsoom,
Oh.
the Barsoom series. Excuse
Now
me.
that's a brand name of chewing
Oh.
tobacco. Now I don't know if it's still called that. I think it is, but Ox says he'd rather chew horse shit. Okay, I get that. And if
you
I
forgot
had to,
you forgot the ooh.
here we go. Nips. Uh-oh. Have you visited any famous places? Anybody?
What did we visit?
Famous.
Um,
Well, we visited SpaceX.
yeah.
Oh, you went to? Oh, yeah. I saw. We the photos were in the montage we did
That's
the last
right.
show when we showed the clips from all the photos. I
Not
mean, the
only that,
photos.
we went inside and we saw exactly how they make Falcon 9s and Dragon capsules.
That must have been something. SpaceX.
And a full-size Starlink.
Yes, it's pretty big.
Oh, yeah.
Starlink.
So yeah, it's way bigger than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Now I was a witness to Skylink, and it looked really
Starlink.
strange.
Starlink.
Excuse me. I was a witness to that in the sky, and it looked very strange. We thought it was an unidentified flying object. But
Yeah,
that's
most people do until they
But-
find out.
I think that's what it was. But there were two different ones, and one was identified as the SpaceX craft, and the other one not identified and didn't look the same. That was the one the second day after we saw the Starlink. We saw the other one, and that one was not Starlink. There was no explanation for that one. And so I don't know what that one was, but me and my housemate both saw it. We both saw the Starlink and the one the day after. And the Starlink one, we could see it shooting off, going around. But the other one was stationary, and it moved very slowly in a circle. And you could tell it was moving in a circle. It was very strange looking. But I still don't know what that is. Famous place. What place is famous to have I visited?
Wembley Stadium. Okay. Pompeii.
Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
Where's Wembley? Is that in Britain?
Yeah.
Oh. Pompeii.
Mm.
Let's see. Famous place.
Ox is pleading the fifth.
Oh, you don't want to. Yeah. You could plead the fifth. Yeah. You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer anything really.
I just realized that's the only famous places he knows, or the ones that he needs to plead the fifth. Find that rather
It's
strange.
okay. Okay. We won't hold it against you.
Ox, was it moist there?
Ox, baby. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I
What?
heard a podcast.
Uh-huh.
You heard a podcast?
Yeah, it's called Park. What is it called? Let me just look.
Park?
It's called. Come on, Audible. It's called Park Predators. Park Predators. Predators. And the host said moist. And I was just like, I laughed inside myself. I was just.
All right. I'm trying to think of famous places. Well, I've actually been to the top of the World Trade Center.
So have I.
Now, if that's not a famous place, I don't know what is.
And I pissed on it.
Well, you know what I did? I bounced a ball off of the World Trade Center.
Oh.
Mm.
I had a Spalding. It's a rubber bouncy ball, and I was a kid with a class trip, and I just took the ball and I bounced it on the ground.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
There's Mom.
Yep. There she is.
What is up?
Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off.
My future mother-in-law.
So I was on top of the World Trade Center.
She says hi.
I've also been to the top of the Empire State Building.
Mm-hmm.
Machu Picchu. Godless was in Machu Picchu. Oh, that is fabulous. Now that's a nice place. I'd like to check that out. Does the bedroom count as a famous place? Only if it's known to others.
Mm.
Oh, we went to the Coliseum too.
Is your bedroom infamous for anything that other people are aware of? That would make it famous, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Godless was in the Coliseum in Rome.
Nice.
Boy, you're more worldly than I thought, Godless.
Mm.
The Vatican? Winters, you were in the Vatican. You were in Vatican City? What color smoke were they fuming out that day? Don't they do that? They put out colored smoke for
It's only when they need a new pope.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Vatican City. But I know they just let out smoke for some reason, like different colored smoke to signify different things.
Yeah.
Right?
The main thing is when they're making a decision on a new pope. Like, what is it? Every day they do it?
Yeah. Oh.
They'll put out one colored smoke, meaning they haven't decided on pope yet, and they're calling it a day. But I think is it white smoke?
Yeah, I was just about to say the same.
Yeah.
Isn't it white?
But as soon as they decide on a pope, they put out white smoke.
Seems that Winters has been to a number of castles.
Yeah.
Dublin Castle,
Edinburgh,
Castle.
Holy!
Venice, Florence, Paris, Eiffel Tower, Stonehenge, the Vatican, Loch Ness, Tower of London.
Wow.
Well, I've been to Fort Knox.
I guess that godless scummer really gets around, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
I think everyone knows Fort Knox, right? Or has
yeah.
But he hasn't been to Denmark.
Hasn't been to Denmark. I spent 18 glorious weeks in Fort Knox, Disneyland.
Yep, been to Niagara Falls.
I haven't seen that.
Washington Monument.
Have you been to Niagara Falls?
Yes, I have.
Oh, and you didn't take me?
It's
Dare you?
You know what? You know what?
What?
In 2 years, right?
Hmm.
You're gonna be here,
Hmm.
right? And
Yeah.
and we'll go see the eclipse,
Yeah.
and then just tootle on up to Niagara Falls.
Oh. Okay.
Just don't go over them.
No, no, they got like these statues of and pictures of all the different types of barrels that people have hopped into to try and go over the falls. Yet, yes, people from outside the United States, crazy American, jumps into a barrel, seals themselves in, and then gets pushed over the falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like
I think there's safer things you can do.
Yeah. Like anything else?
Yeah. So Godless says that he's been to Godless says he's been to Disney World, but the less said about that, the better. I agree.
Aw.
Well, when I was in Fort Knox, they called the area that I was in, they called it Disneyland because it was modernized and the barracks actually had air conditioning and tile floors.
Holy shit, they gave you air conditioning?
Just
fuck?
just so you know. Yeah, believe it or not. Wow, look at and well, Ox says Niagara Falls. He's been there. The battlefield of Gettysburg, Washington Monument, Stone Mountains of
Yes.
Georgia,
Jefferson
Lake.
Monument, Lincoln Memorial. You do them all on the same day.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then you take a couple of days to go through the Smithsonian because that is just like one awesome place.
I want to see that.
Okay.
what
Well,
it's
we'll have to hit that on the way down to see it. Seeing Ox.
Okay.
Got that Ox?
so Winter says Iftelling. I don't know how to say that. Iftelling. If
Probably Dutch.
is that Dutch?
Could be.
Oh, Winters is also like, isn't Winters German?
Yeah, it's Dutch.
It's Dutch. Okay.
Mhm.
But that's a place, isn't it? It's a
It's
world.
an
It's called the
amusement.
world. Yeah, it's called the World of Wonders or something like that. I just looked it up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known.
Oh my god. Scummer has a link.
Oh,
Yeah.
he has a picture of himself at Machu Picchu. Let me go grab that. We could show that. If he doesn't mind, we'll show it.
Oh
If
no,
that-
it's a video. It's a
Yeah.
video.
you got it.
Yeah, it's a video.
Oh, let's.
Got to give it a like. It's only got 4. Now it has 5 likes.
I'm back again. It's take 2 of this video. Actually, first one didn't turn out too good. Yeah, made it here, Machu Picchu. It's even more breathtaking than I imagined, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what you can see back there, but yeah, you know, the mountain,
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
and you're right
If
behind
they want to
that,
see it, they got to go to the link.
all this stuff. It's just
Yeah, follow.
Why are all those people just standing on those?
Yeah, follow Godless Scummer's link if you want to see his trip that he took to Machu Picchu. I'm gonna check that out. So, yeah, because I'm totally interested in that. Totally.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay,
Famous
Nice
places.
to know.
we're gonna take 4 minutes. Everybody go take a pee-pee break. While everybody in the chat watches Scummer's video for 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
All right. I'm gonna stop sharing the wheel because I'm gonna go have another smoke, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
And
Okay.
all right.
Don't forget to give Scummer a like when you go watch it.
Oh. Empty your bladders, fill your bowls, top off your drinks, and hurry back. You missed us. Okay. Psst, psst, psst. You too. Yeah, I was up like 7:30ish.
The hell?
Yeah. Oh no.
No, I just see here. In Time is reporting EPA follows the Securities and Exchange Commission as SCOTUS eyes even more dangerous decisions. The fuck is going on here?
What are you reading?
I think they're taking away more rights.
Oh.
I think they're totally screwing this country.
Mm. Oh no. Don't forget the loop.
Don't forget the what? Oh, what? Sorry.
The loop.
The loop.
Yeah. Getting screwed.
Oh. Okay. Whew.
Oh no. Oh.
If you listen to Tom McDonald, system.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you have missed one of our shows, I have a playlist called TMI where there are all in from the first to the last.
That's right, folks.
Mm-hmm. I also have merch.
I don't like.
Mm. Mm. The sun is setting.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the little doggy have not been down yet. Have to remember that before I go to bed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, are you coming up with new names for the show, Ox?
Oops. I got a mouse.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hello, hello.
Hey, I finished up working on a Slim Cyborg, a short video clip for Slim Cyborg, and I thought I would play it.
Oh,
So I'm going to play that. We'll give Slim Cyborg a little bit of promo. How's that sound?
good.
That sound good? All right, let me cue that up. There's no audio. It's just a visual clip. So
Okay. Oh,
I'll
it's the wrong Patreon, babe.
You changed it?
Yeah, that a while ago. And
Oh,
also Twitter.
here it is. So let me share it. So you can share it with our audience. There's no audio, so just be aware of that. This was made in a 3D animation program. I'll just leave it at that. And here we go. I'll run it through two more times. Slim Cyborg, everybody check him out. If you got a link, someone post a link to Slim's. I'm sure everyone who's in the chat knows of Slim Cyborg. So if you guys are not subbed to Slim, please go sub, check him out. All right. Also, I made another clip for myself. It's just like a small intro for my channel, which is GeoSam, the GIMP know-how guy. And I try and give tutorials on how to use the raster graphics editor program called GIMP, which is short for graphic GIMP is what it's called, graphic image manipulation program, which stands for GIMP. I have a new intro. This one has audio. There's a little bit of audio to it, so let me cue that one up. Made this one yesterday. Just let me set the view to minimize and share video, share audio. And there we go.
Nice. That looked good.
I hope you guys like that.
what'd you make that in?
That was made. Part of it was made in Blender, and part of it was made in an additional 3D application that I use online, which is called Panzoid. But most of that was created in the objects were created in Blender. I made object files of all the elements that are in it's hard to explain. I made object files, which are OJT or OBJ files in Blender, and then imported them into a separate Panzoid online video editor, which is a 3D video editor, and I combined them all and animated them within that program instead of using Blender. So taking an easy route to make these videos, and they're coming out pretty good. So
Whatever works, man.
I'm happy with them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I made some stuff for Brojo. If you guys are familiar with Brojo, he runs the 420 Cafe. I frequent that. I go there, and sometimes I have arguments with theists and atheists alike about all kinds of silly stuff. And I know there's a number of people in our side chat that have frequented the 420 Cafe, and they know what goes on there. But
Thank you, Ox.
yeah, thanks, Ox. Yeah, thanks for doing that. But let me see if I can find that video, the newest one that I made for Brojo. And then I'll play that, and then we can get back to the wheel, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, here it is. I got it. All right. Share screen. This is a promo for Brojo and the 420 Cafe. If anyone's interested. Share audio. There we go. This is for the 420 Cafe. Anybody out there interested? If you don't have a link, don't worry about it. Just type in 420 Cafe. That's it. What'd you think of that?
Nice.
Play it one more time. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. But that's another Brojo bumper. They're oftentimes called a bumper. So that's that. I also made one for Wild Heart, and I also made one for the 420 Atheist. So I'm not. Do you think I should show those too, or what? What do you think? Should I show those?
Oh, sorry. I was reading.
Do you want me to show the one I made for Wild Heart, for Wild Heart's channel, and the one I made for the 420 Atheist? Do you want me to show those, and we'll promo those two?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, all right. Let me cue those up. I'll play the 420 Atheist one. That's he's an Australian. His name is Sammy. I don't know if you guys know him. He's the 420 Atheist. I recently put together a new icon for him and incorporated that icon into a short video clip for him. So we'll look at that just to give him a little promo. Let's see, where is it? It's under Sammy. It's under Sammy. Where's Sammy at? There it is.
I think it might be time for a new intro for Tmi Show.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Here it is. I got the... This is the 420 Atheist clip that I put together for him. Let me just share that screen. Play that intro. Okay, here we go. This is the 420 Atheist. play it one more time.
Mm.
All right, that was the one I made for the 420 Atheist, and that icon you saw floating, it was his new icon. I also put that design together, so he now has a new icon. And now we'll do the one I made for Wild Heart, which is a pretty wild. It's pretty. So let's see. This I don't want to play. This one is like let's see. It's like 2 minutes long. It's almost 2 minutes long. I'm just gonna play a snippet of it just so you guys get the gist of what it is. We're not gonna play the whole thing. All right, just so you know. It has some it has audio in it. And the audio is okay. The audio is good, so don't worry about the audio. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Share screen. Share audio. There we go. This is a promo for Wild Heart. I'm gonna play a few seconds of this, and just so you guys get the gist of what it's all about. So here we go.
One time I tell them I'm California dreaming. California dreaming. California dreaming. California dreaming.
All right.
All right, it's got no counter.
Huh?
It's got no counter.
No counter. What do you mean counter?
Countdown.
No counter. That's a 2-minute video. That was a lengthy intro for Wild Heart. If you guys know who Wild Heart is, I'm not sure. You'll have to check that out for yourself. Just saying. Anyway, I guess we should get back to the wheel. Let's bring that back up. Let me bring that back up. We have a spin.
Nips.
So we'll go right into the spin. Share that wheel. Share that audio. There we go. All right. There we go. Nips it is. I guess we did this one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought I said done. Hide choice. I didn't hide the choice. Okay, here we go. That was a miss spin, I guess. I don't know. Here we go. Longest time away from home. Longest.
Mm.
I had a premature spin. Stellarium. Celestia says 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Three
Time away
weeks.
from home.
3 weeks. How many weeks? Longest time away from home. I guess that would be your permanent home.
I guess 3 months.
3 months? Really?
Yeah. Well, I used to spend. Let's see. There was one summer I spent upstate New York, Uh, it was 2 summers I spent in New York City with my aunt and uncle.
So you were away
Uh,
for 3 months? Wow.
yeah.
So what happens? What happens? Like, don't you incur like there's bills, monthly bills, right? I mean,
Oh no,
how
this
do
was when I was a kid. He didn't say when.
oh, oh. Okay. Now,
45 years.
I thought differently. Sorry.
Uh,
Oh, Ox says 45 years. Left home at 13. Never went back. I made it my own. You sure did, Ox.
no, he made his own.
You made your own. That's more power to you, buddy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Independence, boy. Independence. The longest time away from home. I would say 6 years. How's that?
Okay.
6 years. I
While
left,
you were in the army.
yeah, because I left my home. I didn't have another home. I had one home at the time, and that was my childhood home. I left for the service. I didn't go back. I didn't go back home until 6 years later. And when I got home, I go into my room and I said to myself, I cannot stay here. This is not for me. And I immediately left and never went back. So yeah. But 6 years.
Yes.
Linda, you have 2 homes.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I have one here in Denmark and one on Long Island.
Well, home is where you lay your head at night. So says Ox, and I believe that's a good way of looking at it. Why not? I mean, you could be in a ditch on the side of a road somewhere and lay your head down. Guess what? That's your home for the night.
Or during a tornado.
Or especially during a tornado. I'm gonna nips on this one. Nips.
Nips.
Keep the ball rolling, or the wheel spinning, so to speak. Do you have a favorite meal you love to make?
Um, I have a bunch of meals I like to make and then eat them. I mean, it's more about the eating than making the meal.
Right. Okay. Well, isn't it a combination? I mean, you want to make it good, right? You want to make a real. So it is partially about making it, but ultimately,
it's really just about. I think it's just about spaghetti sauce.
spaghetti sauce.
Because oh man, when you're making a big pot of spaghetti sauce,
Hmm.
and then it's like, oh, well, you got to make sure it tastes okay. So then you use up like a whole roll of bread by dipping it into the sauce.
We forgot to do that.
Yeah. Well, we made a
Mm, meatballs.
yeah. Well, I was thinking more about the ice cream and the
Look at Ox.
chocolate sauce and
Look at
Whipped
Ox.
cream.
whipped
Ox says,
cream.
Ox says smoked turkey, potatoes, corn, gravy, cornbread, sweet tea, and hot peach cobbler. Man,
Oh.
that's your favorite meal? That's a lot. That is pretty nice, though. I got to give you that. I would eat all that
If
up.
you can cook all that, that's.
Yeah, that's terrific.
Oh, yeah.
My housemate makes a nice peach cobbler.
That's a good meal.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that, Ox.
He likes to cook.
Yeah.
He's a cooker. Let's see, what would be my favorite meal? Actually, I
The
have.
the one where other people make it for you.
That's ooh, I haven't thought of that. That's a really that. Yeah, my favorite meal are the meals that other people cook for me. No.
No.
Favorite meal to make. What's my favorite meal? I'm trying to think of what. Oh, I just love making fresh pizza from scratch. Everything from scratch, except maybe the cheese, because that's kind of hard to make from scratch. But you can make mozzarella cheese from scratch, actually. But I don't do that.
You don't have
Oh,
a
that's good.
buffalo.
Yeah. But I do make the dough myself.
Oh.
I do make the sauce myself. The only thing I don't make is the cheese. So, and any of the other toppings, but I love making my own pizza from scratch, which is something I haven't done in a long time. So, yeah. And also roasted, I love making roasted chickens. I love roasting chickens. Am I a meanie for roasting chickens? Or what?
No.
Are they dead first?
Oh, yeah.
You can't hurt them anymore.
Just saying. Well, there's a lot of vegetarians out there that would say I'm being a meanie, right?
Why? Killing a bunch of dinosaurs?
Well, the justification. What's the oh, I didn't kill him.
I know that's a lame excuse.
I mean, I'm torn between whether I should eat animals or meat or not. I'm very conflicted. I have very conflicting thoughts in my head about whether that's justified or not.
If there were, readily available, alternatives that were,
Yeah, if there was a synthetic type of meat or chicken or fish, I guess fish is okay, right? For vegetarians, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It is.
But why is that? I don't understand that. Don't fish have a face?
Yeah. I don't really know why fish is why they eat fish.
Oh, Ox says a big crock pot full of beef stew is good. Yeah, for chili. For chili and wet days. Oh yeah, that's comfort food for sure. Beef stew. Love beef stew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we don't eat the animals will eat the vegans' food.
Yeah. If you buy it in a store, it's already dead. Not your fault. And it needs to be ate before it goes to waste. Wasted food is a crime.
That's all. My mom used to have something that was basically, it's like, do you know how many children are starving?
Yeah. Well, I didn't
finish something. When I didn't finish something, I left something on the plate.
Yeah.
She says, aren't you going to eat that? Do you know how many people are starving? Oh, jeez.
Did you eat it? Did you eat it?
I used to tell my mom, well, then send it to those starving kids.
Oh. Naughty boy. Well, do you know the rock band The Police?
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, there's a famous song where he says, it's called "Driven to Tears." You ever hear that song, "Driven to Tears"?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, one of the lyrics in it is too many cameras and not enough food. This is what we've seen, driven to tears. And that was
Yep.
made over 20 years ago.
Yep.
And that's a commentary on what we're seeing today. So, yeah, people are starving. And there are
Well-
too many cameras and not enough food. Why is that? Why do we see this? Why does everybody have a phone? And yet, why are people starving? What's the deal with that? I mean, what's going on? What's happening?
It's a lot of things.
Just saying. And that's why I'm a
And
big fan.
And
That's
guess
what.
And
Huh?
guess what?
What?
The global
Nips.
warming that's supposedly not happening is making it worse.
Got a nips. All right, here we go. Here we go. Does anyone prefer traveling solo? Or would you rather travel with a friend or a relative?
I
Or
would rather travel with a friend.
you'd rather travel with a friend?
Yeah.
I mean, I've taken quite a few trips by motorcycle. Where I
Uh-huh.
was solo,
Right.
and the only thing that kept me on my toes it was the fact that it's like Ox said a while back. You got to keep your head on a swivel. Always got to be thinking, looking out, far ahead of you. I can't go.
Stellarium Celestia can't go anywhere without her
Oh,
sound.
hello, Mark.
Oxy's,
How's it going down under?
oh,
He's
Ox.
probably laughing at us Americans destroying ourselves.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Ox gets in moods where he goes lone wolf, he says. Most of the time, he likes to share with others. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Also-
like that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm like that too, Ox. So I identify with that. And there are certain times I'd rather be alone.
But you know, over the past 9 months, it's been like, yeah, I've been doing that lone thing for too long.
Mm,
Much better. It's much better with a friend.
yeah. Well, I'm so used to being by myself that it's normal. So, but I still cherish any time that I spend with my friends. I cherish that because I'm spending most of my time by myself. And Mark Caesar says things are going well. He actually got some sleep. So very good.
Yeah.
Yes. So I guess it's all situational, right? If you're going to travel alone, whether you prefer to travel alone, I don't think maybe some people might prefer to travel alone.
Hey, I like traveling with my son. He carries all my luggage.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, that's a good reason to not travel solo.
I wonder if he will carry mine.
6
Oh.
questions left. We're gonna leave the sheep alone. Oops, sorry. You said sleep. You said sleep, not sheep.
Oh,
That's all right.
you're high.
That's okay. We looking
Give
for
me a nip.
we got nips from the queen herself. Here we go.
I'm apparently the only one.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
Do you have a dad joke?
I defer my answer to Mark Caesar.
You don't have a dad joke?
No, I'm terrible at dad jokes. I had to give them up. You know, when your kids come to you at a very young age and they put up their finger to your mouth and go, shh, shh, no, dad, no, no, dad,
You
don't,
know,
don't tell dad jokes. You know, it's time to quit.
yeah. It's that bad?
And who did
It's
that?
that bad.
Wasn't it
Or-
Christina?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is it that bad or is it that good? I don't know.
no, it's bad.
All right, I got a dad joke. This is a dad joke for Amiga, actually. Why don't penguins fly, Amiga?
Why don't penguins fly?
Yeah, you should know this.
I should, shouldn't I?
Well,
But I don't.
no.
No.
Well,
Because
that's
they have
because,
small wings.
huh?
What can I tell you? They have small wings,
Well, no,
and
that's
they don't have flight feathers.
no. That's a really
That's a
why
really.
they don't. That's really not why they don't fly.
Oh, why don't they fly?
They don't fly because they're not tall enough to be pilots.
Oh,
Boom.
Yeah.
Well, when does a dad joke when does a dad joke turn into a dad joke?
I don't know, Geo. Why don't
When
you
it's
tell us?
question.
We want to know when a dad joke turns into a dad joke?
When a dad tells it.
When it becomes apparent.
Okay.
Oh, I got another one for I got
Stellarium
another penguin.
Celestia. That's pretty good.
what? Yeah,
you see the
time
one-
travel.
Yeah, I have a time travel joke, but you guys didn't like it.
Ooh. Wait, I have to figure that one out. All right, Amiga, I got another one for you. It's a
What?
penguin. It's another
What?
penguin one.
How about what's up the roof?
Huh? What?
What's up the roof?
What's up? I don't know. What's up the roof?
I don't know. It's Winter's joke.
Big dad joke. And I know is how dads think they rule the house. Huh? I know.
Are you doing this by Google?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I wrote 3 jokes down.
Oh,
I have
okay.
I have one more. All right, so this is definitely for you, Amiga. And I think if you don't know this, I'm kind of questioning your penguinness. All right, who's the head of the Penguin Navy? Come on.
Who's the head of the penguin? I don't know.
Come on, Amiga. You don't know?
Penguin. I don't know.
It's Admiral Byrd.
Oh. Well, of course it is.
Who else could it be? All right.
I have no idea what Winters is saying. Me the rook.
Yeah, when people say, "What's up?" you say the roof.
The roof is
Oh.
That's less a
Well,
dad
actually,
joke.
you would
Okay.
say the ceiling.
Yeah, the ceiling.
Maybe you'd say the fan.
The fan, okay. What's up? The fan. Now
What's up?
here's the lamp.
The sun, the moon, the stars.
Ooh,
Oh, the dome. The dome is up.
the dome.
Isn't the dome up?
I don't know. Is that-
Let me share the screen for the wheel.
Oh, jeez.
Are you Googling ox?
What's he doing?
I think he's Googling dad jokes.
A farmer's wife left him after she found him having sex with one of the what? One of the ponies? with one of the ponies after she went to sleep. It was her worst fucking nightmare. Mayor?
Yeah.
A fucking nightmare. Husband, the doctor said I can touch myself whenever I want. Wife, no. He said you could have a stroke at that time.
At
Any
any
time.
time.
Oh, I can have a stroke at any time. Yeah, I can't read. Okay. I can't read.
Yeah, say the magic word,
Oh.
Mark.
You don't say whatever you want, Mark Caesar. You don't have to. Hey, we're just glad you're here, Mark. That's all. And we're looking for a nips or a spin to get the wheel going once again.
Oh,
Oh,
we got
there we
one.
go.
You
Celeste.
got a nips.
There we go. Are you a day or night person? And if you
Night.
are, which one are you? You're
I'm a night.
person?
I'm a night person.
Night person.
Night person.
Spent 20 years working nights.
Spent 20 years working nights.
Yeah. More like 18, I think.
It's the magic.
20.
Hmm.
And I was sometimes the only person awake.
No kidding.
I think I spent like
Yeah, we had like 50 people there at night watching shit.
6
And sometimes everybody would be out.
six
for me.
and 6.5 years working nights.
That's
Stellarium Celestia says neither. I sleep all too much, she says.
I
She
sleep
sleeps-
too much. You're right. What's going on with you?
Sleep a lot.
Why can't you read today?
I don't know. I'm not really. I'm doing what's called speed reading, and it's usually I eliminate certain words and add certain words, so I'm not really reading. I'm just looking, which is not reading. Looking is not reading. Just want to say that. And that's part of what speed reading involves, is just looking. Isn't reading. That's what I'm doing. That's the problem. I'm not actually reading. Mark Caesar says, see, I'll read this one. Mark Caesar says, hard to say. I love getting up at stupid o'clock.
That's bad.
That's the night.
Oof.
But I don't like staying up past 10 at the latest. That's the day. Yeah. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not sure. Sometimes I stay up late, but that's, I think, more of a psychological issue with me. Because I have this fear of dying in my sleep, which is something I haven't reconciled in my own mind yet, because I think because my father died in his sleep and his father died in his sleep, guess what? I may, or with all likelihood, die in my sleep as well, given the track record.
Wait, what did they die of?
Well, they died of complications, the heart, that had to do with the heart. Now, I've gone past that point, because my father died when I had my heart attack, and because of a blocked artery in my heart. My father, at the same age, had the same exact thing happen to him, but it happened while he was asleep. Now, it happened to me while I was awake, so I was lucky. I was able to do something about it. But even at the time my father was alive, they had no way of putting a stent in someone's heart, so he would have died anyway, regardless. So now, because of technology, I'm able to outlive my grandfather and my father. So, but I still have this. It's called, what do they call that? A fear that's unfounded.
Phobia.
No, that's not a phobia. It's an unfounded fear. I don't know if it's a phobia. It's kind of an irrational fear.
Oh, irrational fear.
Yeah, it's an irrational fear that I know I have. So it keeps me up at night, but that I'm not so much of a night person. I'd rather wake up early, say in the morning, and because I love being out in the early morning. It's so peaceful and quiet, you know. And I think of like, oh, I'm getting a good head start on the day, you know. So I'm like, you know, the earlier you get up, like if someone gets up, you say, hey, I got up at 7. The guy goes, well, I got up at 6. Oh, you have 1 hour more time awake than I do. Well, so you're more on top of things. So the earlier you get up, the more on top of things you can be. But maybe that's a misnomer too. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Not die in my sleep.
You shouldn't be, right? Let's see some session. Oh my god, do we have to put that into the disclaimer?
Which
all
one?
Those words.
What words?
Those words.
Relaxed words for irrational, related words to irrational fear, like anxiety.
I think you should read all the words.
Aversion, fear, hang-up, irrationality, neuroses, obsession, phobia, and mania. Nothing like good in the morning.
You could say it.
Head?
Yeah.
I said it.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Are you asking me? And how do you mean that?
Uh-oh. Is that a rhetorical question?
Let me put it another way. Is it better to get woken up or be awake? Well,
I think it might be better.
I like both. So,
yeah. I'd rather be awake already than have to be wakened. But that's just me.
See, it all means what you mean by head. Now, it could be, your actual head, where your brains are. Or it could be,
your other head.
Yeah, the just
no
tip
brain.
type. Just the tip type.
He did Famous Places too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mark, where's your favorite? Let's see. What did we do? We did
Famous Places.
Famous Places.
Famous Places.
Visited.
Yeah. Famous Places Visited. Godless Scummer was all over the place.
This guy has been...
Oh, look who's back.
And we got Brainless.
Woohoo!
Welcome back, Brainless. We did the dad jokes already.
Hi there, Brainless.
We did the dad jokes. Did you prepare a dad joke? If you want to tell it, you can tell it if you'd like, Brainless.
Is it just me, or I can't hear Brainless?
Me.
Brainless, Earth to Brainless, come in Brainless. Earth to Brainless, come in Brainless. Earth to Brainless, come in Brainless. TMI.
Okay, Brainless is kind of
Try
having
jumping.
technical difficulties.
Try jumping out in again.
So Mark, name a famous place that you've been
Yeah.
to.
Oh!
Wait a minute.
I heard something.
Yeah, that's my wrong mic. So it's got to be my mic.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Tell your joke.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
a joke?
Yeah. Well, I just got back in the house, so
Oh,
let me
okay.
get settled, and I'll
All right.
I'll be listening, but I'll be muted for a bit. So
Stop
just
searching
continue with
Brainless.
just pretend like I'm not here, like you always do.
Oh.
No.
Are you
How
here?
do we do that?
Brainless, are you all here?
Brainless lives
You're
matter.
actually asking me that? No, I'll be back in a second.
We want you to tell you. We want you to tell your dad joke that you have, because I know you said you prepared one
Yeah, I'll be back in a
Yes.
in a
bit,
pinch. He'll be back, folks.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Yeah, let's. I'd like to see Jinshu and Mark Caesar. Their dad jokes.
Yeah, if you guys got dad jokes, put them in the side chat. We've already gone over that, though.
We have
That's okay.
actually only got 3 things left on the wheel. Because the 4th one we already did.
Which one was that? Famous
Famous
places
place.
visited, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get rid of that one.
I've also been to Disney World, Disneyland, Universal.
Madame Tussauds.
Madame Tussauds, some caverns and all throughout Pennsylvania.
And
Oh, and I have been to Canada.
Sea Life.
Canada.
Orlando.
That famous
Yes.
place of Canada.
Yeah,
Good old Canada.
Canada.
Canada. That's the joke. I'm a dad. Yes. Oh, that's so funny. Who knew?
Oh, I should remember that.
That's the joke, huh?
I'm a dad.
All right, 3 more. We got what? Worst jobs, last thing you broke, and the best place for vacation in your country.
Oh,
So I'm gonna call Nips. I'm calling Nips.
Okay.
I'm calling it. Here we go.
and he snips.
Last thing you broke.
My web camera.
Oh,
You broke your web camera.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Well, it was already a little bit broken.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Mhm.
And what did you do?
I took it apart.
Okay.
And
Did
it's
you
still
put-
working.
Oh, okay.
It's this one right there. I made a DIY camera holder thingy
Well,
because I took all the casing off. So
I was thinking of doing that myself, but not as on purpose. You did it. You seem to have done it on purpose. No.
it was already broken a little bit.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you fixed it, in other words.
Yeah. Sort of.
Okay. All right.
Oh, last thing I broke.
What was the last thing that you could think of that you broke in some way? Yeah. Can you? Is there anything? I'm gonna. Take, huh?
Broke my motorcycle.
Yeah.
Again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Stellarium. Oh, Stellarium.
Ouch.
Oh, that's right. I did break a string.
Ouch.
Broke a string.
Yeah, broke a string a couple months ago.
You did?
Yeah. Well, I replaced the entire set because those strings have been on there for that long.
Well,
Which
you
is
didn't do it while I was there.
no, because I had already done it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I tried to bend one of the strings on the electric guitar and it just went ding.
Ow. I have to play more.
With what?
The guitar.
Wink, wink.
Nudge.
Oh,
Your
the guitar.
guitar string?
The guitar.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
With your guitar string?
My guitar
Guess who's
string.
back? Well, I broke two things today.
Today?
Yes,
Well, okay. What'd you break?
two hearts when they got separated.
Ooh.
At the airport.
Oh,
No.
brainless.
What?
Broke two hearts.
Yeah. That hurt like hell, man. Trust me.
I know the feeling.
Ceiling fan in the living room.
It's never fun
Got a new
to
VR
say
set.
goodbye.
No.
Oh.
That was, yeah, that sucked.
Yes,
Yeah.
Let's just be honest
Yes.
about that.
it does. It still does. It still
Look.
do.
Look, it took us so long to get to the airport.
Mm.
As we were getting closer, I'm like, man, wouldn't it be something if the traffic just stopped and you'd have to pick a different day to go home?
Yeah, the airport here actually is canceling flights left and right because they're understaffed. So there was a slight bit of hope of that. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Mm. Well,
But also like tomorrow I gotta work, so that would not be a good thing. Well, I could have gotten away with not going to work though, but
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing I broke, it's kind of a silly story. Let me just say it was a speaker system that I had purchased. And yeah, for some reason, it started vibrating.
that's what speakers do to create sound.
Did you like it?
No, the vibration.
We're not good vibrations.
Wow. Oh, sorry.
No,
I just looked at the sky.
it was distorting the sound. The sound
Yeah,
was,
that's not good.
it was the sounds were being distorted, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I thought, oh, it must be the speaker system. It was kind of old, and I'd been using it for quite a while. So I took it apart, and I said, I'll just keep it. Well, I didn't take it apart at first. I went and I purchased the same exact set. Right? I figured I'll just go and purchase a new one and just replace the old one because it must be malfunctioning, right? So I order one, it comes, I get it. So I take the old one, I tear it apart, and I throw it away, right? I take the new one, which is the exact same system. I take the new system out, hook it all up, set it up, and go, all right, good. Now I'm good. I have no new system. Turn on the sound, turn on my PC, turn on everything, and the same thing. the same distortion. I'm getting the same distortion. I'm like, I said, what the fuck did I just do? I just destroyed a perfectly good speaker system, threw it away, purchased another speaker system, hooked that up, and it's doing the same thing the old speaker system was doing. So I didn't even have to do what I did in the first place. It was an audio driver that was causing the problem. And
Sorry, yes, I laughed about that.
I changed the audio drivers at least 7 or 8 times to try and figure out what was going on. I just did not install the correct driver. I was installing the wrong driver. And then when I finally installed the correct driver, I was like, what a fucking idiot. I threw away a perfectly good sound system. I just threw it in the garbage. Because I thought it was broken. I thought I somehow broke it.
So then that was not the last thing you broke. Because it wasn't broken.
Well, he tore it apart. So.
I took it outside. I cut all the wires off of it and destroyed it pretty much and threw it away.
Speaking of speakers,
Yeah.
my headphones are actually plugged into my speaker.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
It has a headphone.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, so you don't have to take the speakers out
I
to
like
put
that.
in the... Yeah. Thank you, Razer, for thinking.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I have that functionality as well, but now with the wireless, I don't require it. So I don't use that anymore.
Repair by thoroughly breaking.
Yeah, repair by thoroughly. Yeah, that's what Linda did with her camera. She tore the thing apart and it fixed it for some reason.
Well, it wasn't broken.
Well, we have two left on the wheel. Two questions left.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna spin. So here we go. $50-50 shot. Worst job. Worst job. Worst job.
Worst job.
Oh, yes. A company that like makes boxes and like they put and like put puzzles in, or if it's a game and like putting the pawns in. I've done that for a day, standing next to a conveyor belt.
Wow.
If you let every kid do that for a week, nobody is flunking out of school. Nobody. Because they don't want to be doing that shit. That is that's mind-numbing work. Oh my god. I hated that.
Worst job. Worst job had to be first or second job I ever had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Worked in an apartment complex. And all I did was go from basement to basement and clean out shit. Especially when the pipes had broken down there.
Actual shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was the worst.
Like I'm not a plumber, but what I hear from my colleagues, there's nothing worse than people shit.
Nope.
Well, I think there is, but because I've had a job that was pretty bad, and it involved cleaning. Well, I was in the military. There's a thing called KP duty, where you go and you work in the kitchen, right? And well, the kitchen, like they feed thousands of people a day, right? For each meal. Thousands of people every day, each meal. And they usually use a grill, like if they're cooking things, big hot grill with grease on it and So the grease has to go somewhere, right?
Oh, yeah. Dirty grease. Yeah.
The grease is a drain that goes from the stove where they push the grease down a funnel like system, and then the grease drains into a large pit. Now this pit has to be cleaned and emptied periodically, right? And there's no automated way to do it. It has to be the grease and the filth and all the crap has to be taken out manually somehow, and then the pit you have to go down in to the pit and scrub the pit area and the entrance on the bottom for where the grease comes out. So you have to clean that, and you have to stick your arm all the way in the grease, the entranceway to the pit, and pull out all the gunk. Now they have an apparatus that's supposed to do that, but at the time I was doing it, the apparatus wasn't functioning. It was broken. It's like a kind of like a plunger, but in reverse. So it pulls things out instead of pushing them in. It's one of those type of deals. It wasn't working, so I had to push my hand up through there and pull it out. It took me a couple of hours to get the job done, but I think I puked about 4 times and then fought puking the whole way through until I was finished. That was one of the worst things I've ever done in my entire life.
I can imagine that.
That was the worst.
It's quite clear that you're a bit further up north because you still have light.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're even farther east than me, but like you still got light. Here it's almost dark. That was also something
the
my
sky.
girlfriend.
Oh, you can't see it. The camera's not picking it up, but the sky over there is pink. It's
Ooh.
so pretty.
Oh yeah, we
Pink
had
and
that.
pink
a
and
couple of days
purple.
back. Yeah. Yeah, my girl was so surprised about that. Like, wait, is it already that late? It's still light out. Because apparently Boston is slightly farther south. So
I think, what do you think? We're going to call it a show or what?
Yeah, well, I have to take the dog out for a walk.
One dad joke.
Get away.
Okay,
You know,
go.
there's this anti-vax basketball team, but they never win. You know why? They never take a shot.
You know what I'm saying or not?
Never take a shot. But dumb.
They never win. That was a good one, Brainless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quite a good one that I came across.
Yeah, that's
Well.
Yeah.
I think the main host is a bit distracted.
Yeah. She's got a mom. And then she's got to watch out for the little pup.
Yeah.
I just want to thank everybody for stopping by. Appreciate your patronage.
Yeah. Well, it was.
Yes.
I wasn't here for a lot of it, but it was nice anyway.
That's okay.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Brainless.
Oh, and Brainless,
Yes.
think of something moist.
Oh. Yeah, I'll be thinking of her.
Okay.
All right, people. It's
And on
been
that
fun.
note, time for the outro. Here we go.
Later.
See y'all
Bye.
next week. Same time, same channel.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.